Hey, here's everything you need to know to make better pasta. If you're gonna finish your pasta with a whole egg or even an egg yolk, you wanna do this before you go over to the stove. I'm even gonna mix in some Parmesan cheese to cut down on the steps. This is called staging your pan, and for us, we're gonna do a little bit of olive oil, about 4 thin sliced garlic cloves. This pan is off, by the way, it's cold. And about 2 to 3 anchovy fillets. Then we're gonna turn the heat on about medium, and once my garlic cloves just start to turn golden brown around the edges, I have a lemon right here ready to go. I'm gonna turn the heat of my pan off, cut this with some lemon juice, and the lemon juice will cool our pan down enough so that everything stops cooking. But if you notice I've had my water boiling, it needs a pinch of kosher salt. How much salt is up to you and your taste buds, but keep in mind we're going to be using this salted pasta water, but at the same time, it's the only way to get even a little bit of salt into our noodles. But once your salted pasta water is at a rapid boil, you're going to lower in a half a pound of your favorite pasta. And with all pastas, you're going to get it into the water and you're going to keep stirring until the water comes back up to a boil. It's going to prevent your pasta sticking together. Once your pasta is about 2 minutes from being fully cooked, you want this pan warm. If it's tomato sauce or cream sauce, you want it at least simmering. Then you're going to lift your pasta up out of the pasta water and straight into your pan, allowing any water to come along for the ride. But because mise en place is life, our eggs are ready to go while our pasta is still very hot. The heat in this pan is off, by the way. I can now mix in soft herbs like parsley. With stuff like this, you want this to be silky and not gloppy and gluey. Then look at our pasta. The heat of the pasta just barely cooked the egg, so it clings to our pasta, making a sauce. Plus, because I minced the parsley, each noodle is coated in minced parsley. Now, if you need a minute to go grab bowls or some extra cheese, you can take your pan and leave it on top of your warm pasta water. Now that I'm back, ours still looks pretty good, but no matter what sauce is in here, whether it's tomato or cream sauce, your hot pasta is going to continue to suck up moisture. So if you come back and your pasta is dry and your cream sauce is gloppy, don't worry. You still have your hot pasta water. Just use a little tiny bit and you can work in stages. If you need a little bit more, you can add a little bit more. But your hot starchy pasta water will dilute everything in your pan, make it nice and silky and velvety again, and you're back in business. Oh, before I forget, if you want to add a nice dairy butter flavor to any pasta, add in cold or room temperature butter that I've cut into small pats. This will allow the residual heat in the pasta to slowly melt the butter and cream whatever sauce you have in here. That's how you get the best butter noodles you ever had in your life and not a greasy mess. Ooh, and I also love to add a small amount of minced garlic to your hot pasta. The warmth will sort of tame the heat of raw garlic, but you get these beautiful pops of the florally garlic. Pro tip when plating long pastas is come up out of your pan, down into your bowl, twist your tongs, and you get a nice tight nest of pasta. And some breadcrumbs toasted in olive oil are such a delicious texture. And follow me because I wouldn't normally put all this stuff in the same pasta, but I would do anything to help you become a better cook.